Willow Creek was a quiet town. The people were kind. Life was simple. The days were filled with the sounds of children playing and the evenings with the soft hum of crickets. One night everything changed. Strange lights danced in the sky. They shimmered and pulsed, casting an otherworldly glow over the town. The townspeople gathered in the streets, their faces illuminated by the vibrant hues. They whispered in wonder, their voices a mix of awe and fear. What were those lights? Where did they come from? The children pointed at the sky, their eyes wide with amazement. They had never seen anything like it. The lights seemed to dance just for them, swirling and twinkling in a mesmerizing display. Some of the kids laughed and clapped, while others stood in silent awe, their imaginations running wild with possibilities. The adults watched in silence, their expressions a mix of fear and curiosity. They had lived in Willow Creek all their lives and had never witnessed anything so extraordinary. The lights moved closer, their intensity growing with each passing moment. Some felt a sense of dread, while others were filled with a strange sense of anticipation. Something amazing was about to happen. The air was thick with anticipation as the lights descended, casting long shadows and bathing the town in an eerie glow. The townspeople held their breath, waiting for the moment when the mystery would be revealed. What could it be? An alien visitation? A natural phenomenon? The possibilities were endless. Willow Creek would never be the same. The strange lights had left an indelible mark on the town and its people. They had experienced something beyond their wildest dreams, something that would be talked about for generations. The quiet town had been transformed, and its story would be told and retold, a legend that would live on forever. A shape emerged from the lights. It was round and silver. The spaceship landed softly in the field. The townspeople approached cautiously. They had never seen anything like it. A door opened in the side of the ship. A ramp extended to the ground. A figure appeared at the top of the ramp. The townspeople held their breath. Who was this visitor from the stars? The visitor was tall and slender, an imposing yet graceful figure that seemed to glide rather than walk. Its presence was both mesmerizing and otherworldly, capturing the attention of everyone who saw it. Its skin shimmered like moonlight, casting a soft ethereal glow that illuminated the surroundings. The light seemed to dance across its form, creating an almost hypnotic effect. It had large, wise eyes that seemed to hold the secrets of the universe. The visitor spoke, but not in a way that humans were accustomed to. Its communication was profound and deeply moving, but its voice was not heard with ears. Instead, it communicated telepathically, sending thoughts and emotions directly into the minds of those around it. This form of communication was both intimate and overwhelming. The visitor's name was Zorath, a name that resonated with a sense of ancient wisdom and tranquility. Zorath's presence brought a feeling of peace and curiosity to those who encountered it. It came from a distant planet, a world far beyond the reach of human exploration. This planet was a place of harmony and advanced understanding, a stark contrast to the chaos often found on Earth. Zorath was on a mission of peace, sent by its people to share their knowledge and foster understanding between different worlds. This mission was of great importance, not just for Zorath, but for the future of interstellar relations.
Zorath tried to speak to the townspeople, hoping to convey its message of peace and unity. It stood before them, its eyes filled with hope and determination, but they couldn't understand its words. The townspeople were confused and wary, unable to grasp the telepathic messages that Zorath was sending. Their fear and misunderstanding created a barrier. Zorath tried again, this time with a song. The melody was unlike anything the townspeople had ever heard, a hauntingly beautiful tune that seemed to come from the stars themselves. The song flowed into their hearts, breaking down the walls of fear and misunderstanding. It was a universal language that spoke directly to their souls, filling them with warmth and compassion. It spoke of kindness and understanding, of a future where different beings could coexist in harmony. The townspeople began to see Zorath not as a threat but as a friend and ally, bringing a message of hope and unity.
A young girl named Lily stepped forward. She was not afraid of Zorath. Lily closed her eyes. She listened to Zorath's song with her heart, and slowly she began to understand.
Softly, with a smile, you came to teach us.
Zorath nodded. It had found someone who could listen. Lily told the townspeople what she understood. Zorath wanted to help them find harmony. Zorath stayed in Willow Creek for a time. It taught the people to listen to each other, not just with their ears, but with their hearts. The townspeople learned to understand each other's feelings. Willow Creek was transformed. Arguments faded away, laughter filled the air. The townspeople were happier than they had ever been. They had learned the power of listening. One day, it was time for Zorath to leave. The decision was not easy, but it was necessary. Zorath had completed its mission on this planet, and now it was time to move on to new adventures and new worlds. The preparations were meticulous, ensuring that everything was in place for the journey ahead. Zorath's heart was heavy, but it knew this was the right path. The townspeople gathered to say goodbye. They came from every corner of Willow Creek, each bringing their own memories and stories of Zorath. The town square was filled with a mix of emotions: sadness, gratitude, and hope. Children clung to their parents, and elders shared tales of Zorath's wisdom and kindness. It was a moment that would be etched in their hearts forever. They were sad to see Zorath go. Tears flowed freely, and the air was thick with the weight of their collective sorrow. Zorath had become a part of their lives, a beacon of hope and a source of inspiration. The thought of a future without Zorath was almost unbearable, but they knew they had to be strong, but they were grateful for its gift. Zorath had given them more than they could ever repay. It had taught them the value of unity, the importance of kindness, and the power of love. The gifts they held were tokens of their appreciation, symbols of the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had formed. Zorath had shown them the way to live in harmony. Through its teachings, the townspeople had learned to work together, to support one another, and to cherish the beauty of their community. They had become a family, united by the wisdom and love that Zorath had shared with them. The lessons would continue to guide them, even in Zorath's absence. The spaceship rose into the air. As the engines roared to life, the townspeople watched with bated breath. The sight was both awe-inspiring and heart-wrenching. Zorath's departure marked the end of an era, but also the beginning of a new chapter. The spaceship ascended higher and higher until it was just a speck in the sky. It disappeared into the stars. The townspeople stood in silence, their eyes fixed on the heavens. They knew that Zorath was embarking on a new journey, one that would take it to distant galaxies and unknown worlds. Though they were sad, they also felt a sense of pride, knowing that they had been a part of Zorath's incredible journey. The townspeople never forgot Zorath. Its memory lived on in their hearts and minds, a constant reminder of the lessons they had learned and the love they had shared. They often gathered to reminisce, sharing stories and memories that kept Zorath's spirit alive. The empty space in the town was a testament to the impact Zorath had made. They continued to listen with their hearts. Zorath had taught them that true wisdom comes from within, and they carried this lesson with them every day. They listened to their hearts, guided by the love and wisdom that Zorath had imparted. It was a legacy that would endure for generations to come. And Willow Creek remained a place of peace and harmony. The town flourished, its people living in harmony and working together to build a better future. Zorath's influence was evident in every corner of the community, a lasting testament to the power of love, unity, and wisdom. Willow Creek was a shining example of what could be achieved when people came together with open hearts and minds.